We're diving right in this morning with Dr. Amy Hagerman, our OSU Extension Ag Policy Specialist, with the latest in Washington. Always an interesting topic. Amy, why don't you get us up to speed?
So a lot's been happening in the last month. We've had a lot of movement. A couple of programs came out that we've been waiting on. And then also we had the reconciliation bill that made its way through the House and then the Senate and was signed into law here at the beginning of July. And so a lot of moving parts and pieces right now, and we'll continue to have new programs and new information rolling out in the near future.
Talk about the reconciliation bill, what's commonly called the big beautiful bill, and kind of break that down. You're analyzing everything and you're kind of chunking this out into segments that we can start wrapping our heads around.
Exactly. There's a lot in this bill, and it addresses responsibilities that are under various committees, and that's part of the purpose of a reconciliation bill. Its purpose is to address things near the end of a budget period, which we are currently in, and make some very targeted changes over time. So the Agriculture Committee was tasked with reducing overall spending coming out of their committee by a certain amount. And so what that has resulted in is some decreases in the nutrition title, using nutrition title programs from the Farm Bill. This isn't a farm bill, it's the reconciliation bill. But they made some addresses within the reconciliation bill for those nutrition title programs, resulted in about $290 billion worth of reductions overall. There were also some increases on the agriculture side, smaller than that, for some of the different commodity programs, crop insurance, and conservation as well. Some rural development activities happened under that as well. So that was a very slight increase as compared to the overall decrease on the nutrition title side of things.
There were also some tax implications that you and the team are sorting out. What do you know so far?
So the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act from the first Trump administration was coming up for expiration in this year. And so some of those cuts were extended, in some cases permanently. So for producers, they're going to be sorting out changes in their taxes and those tax implications, but a lot of those are continuations of what was already available under the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, and just preventing those from expiring in this year. So there'll be a little bit to sort out on the tax side of things, and then some things to sort out, of course, on more the agricultural programs, commodity programs side of things.
Talk about the disaster assistance funds and kind of some of the latest there.
So that's actually separate from the reconciliation bill. In December, a bill was passed that put additional funds for those affected by wildfires, hurricanes, and drought in 2023 and 2024. Livestock producers already saw their first round of payments come out earlier this year. That was a direct payment that came into their account based on their livestock forage program applications. Now it's crop producers' turn with applications coming out for the Supplemental Disaster Relief Program, SDRP. Where livestock producers just received a payment without receiving an application, crop producers will receive an application pre-filled out for them. So just check that information very, very carefully. Make sure it's all accurate. It's based on their crop insurance losses that they received or their NAP losses if they got that coverage through Farm Service Agency, just in this phase one. Just like other disaster programs have been the last few years, there's going to be a phase one and a phase two. With phase one based on that initial amount of money that they have available, and if there is available beyond this first round of applications, then we'll see a phase two.
You mentioned briefly the Farm Bill. Any other information coming in or word on a timeline there?
So most of the changes in the reconciliation bill are associated with the Title I commodities, and then also Title II conservation, Title IV nutrition, and Title XI crop insurance. There's 12 titles in the Farm Bill, so there's still a lot of programs that are up for potential expiration as of September 30th. So there's still a Farm Bill that needs to be under discussion, that needs to happen. I've heard some in Washington calling it a skinny Farm Bill coming forward into this fall. We have a September 30th deadline for getting that skinny farm bill discussion underway, or once again, extending our existing farm bill programs outside of what has already happened in the reconciliation bill.
And of course, come back on SUNUP anytime too and keep us up to speed. Amy, thanks a lot. We appreciate your time and we'll see you again soon.
Thank you.